Welcome to the Taylor Green Media Podcast. I am your wonderful, wonderful host, Mike Green. Today we're going to talk about a really, really important topic. So please, if you're scrolling or thinking I'm going to watch this later, whatever, please don't watch this, listen to this, because this might be one of the most important concepts for you to grasp in order for you to be successful. Period. Successful, period. Not successful in business, not successful in relationships, not successful in any other venture of life, but just successful. Because this is probably the biggest poison that people fall victim to time and time and time again. I cannot tell you how valuable this piece of knowledge is going to be for you in your life and in your business and in your family and in your relationships and in your relationship with yourself. And that is the concept of power. Now, I have throughout the years talked about this many, many times in various formats. I've talked to doctors about this. I've taught groups of hundreds of people about this concept back when we used to do seminars and that kind of stuff before COVID. I've talked about this concept of power, how you can obtain it, how you can keep it, and how, most importantly, you can use it for yourself and for your own success. Now, don't get confused when I say power. I'm not talking about power over other people, power over and boosting yourself up so that you could force people to do this or force this in the economy or force this situation or that situation. That is not the power that I'm talking about. That is a terrible, terrible thing that many people fall victim to, and that is not what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, if you go down that road and you start forcing dominion over people, you will find that your God-given power starts to diminish if you fall victim to that. So don't fall victim to that. I believe, and I absolutely promise you from all of my experience, that you have a tremendous amount of power that was given to you by God. Now, whatever you call God, if you call God God or God the universe or God whatever you call God to be in your life, it was granted unto you the day that you were born. So you have tremendous power built inside you, and you knew you had power when you were young, but as you transitioned to adulthood, you forgot about your power. You forgot about it, and you started giving it away to all of these people and to all of these peer pressures and all of these different organizations and worries and all these things. You started giving away your power. And this is why you see people that are mid-40s that have worked at the same job for 20 years, and they're just like drones. They're just doing the same thing every day. And they're like a scared little pony. They don't know what to do or where to go or anything like that. And they've lost all their power, and they need to regain it. So today I'm going to talk about 3 major power-sucking things that will destroy you, your goals, your ambitions, and everything that you owe to your family, to your employees, and to your legacy if you fall victim to any one of these 3 things. And the reason I say that with so much passion is because I have fallen victim to all of 3 of these things over the last 20 years, really the last 25 years, and it has stunted my opportunity as an entrepreneur. It's stunted my opportunity as a father, as a husband, and as a human being, because I've allowed these 3 things to take my power. The first power suck, and I call them the 3 Ps, as a matter of fact, but the first power suck is people. Now, there are lots of really fancy quotes and memes and things that are on the internet talking about toxic people, and you need to take them out of your life and not allow them to have power. And we see that kind of as a macro sense of, yeah, a lot of people do have toxic people. Let me tell you that you have probably in your life people that are sucking power from you. Now, whether that's a friend that you've had a friend for a long time and they've not gone down the right path, or maybe it's a parent-in-law, or maybe a parent, or maybe a neighbor, or maybe a church leader, or it could be a variety of different people, but they are taking your power from you, and well, more appropriately, you're giving them power over you. because they have an agenda for you, and it probably doesn't match the agenda that you have for yourself. Now, let me be very clear. People are so important to your power, but that is the right people. You've always heard that quote, that you're the sum of the 10 people you hang out with the most, and that is very, very true. The challenge is, the 10 people that we hung out with when we were 16 in high school probably shouldn't be the same 10 people that we're hanging out with when we're 35. Probably not the same 10 people when we're 65. Because our goals change, our ambitions change, and our power is so precious that we cannot allow those people to stunt us from our power. So my suggestion on the point number 1 of people and not allowing them to be a power suck is just make a simple list of who are the 10 people that you're spending the most time with. And the follow-up question to that is, do those people align with the direction that you want to go in your life? Or do you have that one guy that, he's fun to hang out with, you know? I mean, we talk about stuff that kind of brings me down, or we talk about our spouses or whatever, and he's not really helping me toward my goal, but he's a good guy to hang out with. No. You are in a battle. You are in a war. And if you are not surrounding yourself with those 10 people that are progressing you towards what you're trying to accomplish, then you're giving your power to the wrong people, and it's becoming a huge power suck. Don't allow that to happen to you. The second one is politics. The second P is a big P, and that is politics. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be aware of what's going on in the world. I'm not saying that you shouldn't even be involved with your local politics. But do not allow it to consume your life. Because if you allow politics to completely consume your life, what you'll find is that you'll be starting to thrive on negative energy. Right now is a great example. You can go to CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, doesn't matter where you go, they are in the business of bad news. And you cannot afford, your power cannot afford to be subject to a news cycle that's 24/7 of bad news. You cannot do it. And if you get so wrapped up into politics, you are going to find that you thrive like a hit of cocaine on bad news and bad politics. Don't allow yourself to do it. Be politically minded. Be aware. Be all those things. Vote when it's time to vote. All that great stuff that we need to do and we are proud to do as Americans. But do not allow yourself to be consumed by the negative energy and the negative power suck that is politics. It will destroy you. It will destroy your power, and it will destroy your ability to reach your goals. The last P is a double P. As a matter of fact, is personal problems. It's your own personal problems that you find consume yourself. I can't even tell you how many conversations that Will and I have had over the last few months where we've talked about problems or this worry. Matter of fact, we have a little routine that we say, okay, what are we worried about? And we'll throw it up on the whiteboard. And it's so interesting that all of those things just take care of themselves. There's a fantastic book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle that taught me a really great concept. And that is that whatever the problem is that you're going to have to face, you have to face something in a few months from now, you have to face something maybe down the road, maybe you have to face something tomorrow. You will have everything that you need to face that problem when the time is right. And the time is not right now. So if you're facing tomorrow's problem with today's energy, you're allowing that to suck your power, and you're allowing that to destroy your direction and your trajectory towards your goals. Do not allow that to happen. You will have everything that you need to accomplish and win that challenge. Not that the challenge is going to go away, but you'll have everything that you need to accomplish that. Do not allow your personal problems to suck away your power. And as the quote is, and Eckhart Tolle tells us in his book, that if you worry about tomorrow, you're just going to suffer twice. Why put yourself through that suffering twice? It does not do anything but suck your power away. Such an important concept. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to be talking more about power because I believe in my life, power, my own personal power, and harnessing my personal power and then directing that personal power is the number one most important thing that I can attribute to any success that I've had up to this point. And allowing one of those three things to suck my God-given power that I have within myself is the number one reason why I haven't achieved the success that maybe I wanted to when I first started out in business. Don't allow those 3 terrible, terrible P's to suck your power. I'm Mike Green with Taylor Green Media. This is a great podcast. Please subscribe, share, give it to somebody who you think is losing some power, and we'll see you on the next episode.